Hey guys, it's Eclectic, and I am going to be starting a book, and I'm decided to read it with you. It's from the library, Carlsbad City Library. It might be called the Coal Library too. It's in California, and I am decided to start reading Emily and the Spellstone. I'm probably just going to read about one chapter. Like, it sounds really good. Ooh, I'm gonna read the back to you. Congratulations on your acquisition of a mobile spellstone. If you haven't already been skewered, dissolved, cubed, pured, turned to stone, turned to stand, turned into a sandwich, turned into a turnip, or eaten, please be sure to read all these instructions. Has improper, and even proper use the mobile spellstone can be exceedingly perilous and cause many serious consequences. Please see Appendables 1470 to 2562 list of very serious consequences, and the appendix to the appendix list of even worse consequences, as well as some blatant insert. No! Just dramatic. And it does seem like a very good book. I'm only going to be reading one chapter. Might take a little while to upload it than the exact day. But let's see. Okay, let's start. I will not read that part. It's only $16, and that's more dollars in Canada. I am going to be reading another book to you, so you want to check out that and try to. It has other YouTubers, like, say a link in below, but I don't know how to do that, so yeah. I don't upload my own videos. Someone else does it for me, but I'm sometimes there, mostly not. But this probably is not going to be edited very much. But it's one of those books. I'm actually going to see something. See how many pages. Okay, I'll just start right here. It was Emily's Alderman's 12th birthday. I might not be able to pronounce everything. It was a fateful day. Fateful because she was about to find something very rare and very powerful. And what a rare and powerful something would launch Emily on a great adventure. Great, in this case, meaning absurdly dangerous. That would profoundly change her life. I might not be able to pronounce every single word. Okay, and also, who's the author? By Michael Rubens, or I don't know. Rubens, I might not pronounce everything, but yeah. Now, let's carry on. Most likely by, well, ending it horribly. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. At this point, Emily did not know about any of that. What she did know was that it was a perfect day. The sky was perfectly blue, the sun perfectly warm, the clouds perfectly fluffy. The clouds perfectly fluffy. The sand was perfectly soft, the ocean waves perfectly wavy. Wavy. I'm not sure if that's like a word, but yeah. You might now still not be able to see it. Just see my legs. And she was perfectly awful, perfectly black mood. Why, where to start? We could start with her big sister Hillary, who was driving her insane, or her obnoxious little brother Dougie, who was driving her insaner, which Emily knew wasn't a real word but felt accurate. Or you could start with the fact that she'd been at her new school for only a week, and hardly everyone despised her. eventually some girl named Christy Mayer, who was beautiful and popular and for some reason went out of her way to be mean to Emily. Sorry, just taking a drink of something. And I'm gonna probably just be like breaking out something but like comment about like you should never ever be mean to someone. If you're going through something that's a little normal, some lots of bullies are just annoyed and you are a bully maybe, or if you think you're mean, you don't know if you're a bully, most people don't. If you're angry, then try to deal with your problems with another by be mean on this by someone, okay? Okay, there's a lot to come from someone who's very young. I'm pretty sure you're imagining it, said Mrs. Edelman, Emily's mother. Emily was pretty sure she wasn't. When her father had told her he'd been transferred and they were moving across the country, Emily said she didn't want to move because she'd never see her friends again. And she liked where they lived, and it would be awful. But her father said, "Aw, come on. We'll be living near the ocean. It will be fun. It will be an adventure." "I hate adventures," Emily replied. He said, "I'm pretty sure you don't really mean that." Emily is pretty sure she did. That was another thing that was driving her crazy. The way her parents were always so sure that Emily didn't know anything, even the things that were going on inside her own head, like she was still a baby. When Emily said she hated adventures, she knew that what she was talking about. Adventure, she had learned, was an adult code word that actually meant disruption and discomfort and change, and which Emily was partial to. Last year in school, the students had to create personal profiles. Under hobbies, Emily put hibernating and collecting rocks. Hibernating because Emily's idea of an ideal evening was to wrap herself up in a cozy blanket and read a book, preferably without too much adventure. I love adventures in books. It's so much fun. I'm reading another book when someone else is reading it to me. It's called Septimus Heap. It'd be a very good book. It's a little more appropriate than some other books. Like, not that many people die yet. I'm only on the 4th book. But it might seem like a very nice book to you. Maybe not to everyone. But let me carry on. Collecting rocks because she had a vague affection for geology. It was one of the most part, stable, and slow-moving, and trustworthy and comforting. What else was bothering her? How about their new house, which turned out to be a very old house that made weird noises and smelled bad? Doesn't it have great character? Her mom kept repeating, "Doesn't it?" Well, then she got upset when Emily finally blurted, "Sure does. Old and smelly." Plus, Emily got the worst bedroom. Plus, the box with her Edget collection had gone missing in the move. Plus, her hamster had dropped dead right before they left. I'm gonna take a drink, but that's very sad. She does not seem like to have a very nice thing. Probably have a broken heart, and plus she didn't even want to come to the beach today to celebrate her birthday. But what did your parents say? Sure you do. Plus. The one cup she had asked for this one single thing she didn't get. And why? Ooh. Oh, I think that's it. I'm not sure. Because of her older sister, Hillary. Oh. That was Hillary right now, sitting across from Emily on the pick-me blanket, moaning pettily. Hillary, said their mom sharply, "Give me that phone." Miss Eldon put her own phone, put down her own phone so she could snatch the phone away from Hillary, who was virtually attempting to text, groaning in agony with each letter. This was why Emily didn't get the only thing she'd asked for. A minor scuffle broke out as Mrs. Edelman tried to take the device. Hillary's bejeweled cell phone case shedding rhinestones in the process. 6-year-old Doug, momentarily distracted from scooping sand into Emily's uneaten sandwich when she wasn't looking at it. Give it to me, said their mother to Hillary. Where did you get it? But Mom, moaned Hillary, who was 15, I have to text Cassie because she's breaking up with Kyle. And Jeannie said she's talking with Brad and Carrie is. I don't care, snapped her mother. I thought I had locked this in my desk drawer. Edward, she said, her father, did you see what she's been doing? Mr. Edmund looked up from his room. Hillary, he said, you know the doctor said you have to take a break. He had indeed. The doctor's stern, doom-laden instructions, and Hillary's groans of pain stem from Hillary's current addiction, which stemmed from Hillary's terrible addiction to the mobile phone she had received for her birthday. Despite her fervent promises to the contrary, and she had devoted so much time online and texting her friends most of her walking hours, really, that she had suddenly developed a whole collection of crippling physical ailments. Not only did she now require glasses to focus beyond a distance of 2 feet, but she had to undertake a punishing course of physical therapy just to be able to hold her head in a normal upright position. But the worst were her thumbs, which were now encased in soft casts to help her over-exerted joints recover. So when Emily had said to her parents, the only single thing that I wanted for my birthday is a phone, and you don't have to get me anything else, and all my friends are getting them, and I just want to be able to contact them, and I promise I'll have more self-control than Hillary. And I'm old enough, they said. We're pretty sure you're not. They said, We're pretty sure you're not. Arg. After her mom had successfully pried the phone from Hillary's friend, she shook it at Emily and said, this is why you're not getting a phone. You are way too young, as if Hillary's behavior was all Emily's fault. So sitting there on the beach on a perfect day on her 12th birthday, Emily's feeling alone. Lonely, friendless, dislocated, discomfited, deprived, and unfairly treated like a child. She didn't know that very soon she'd look back fondly on the problems and think, if only I could go back to that time. But for now, it was an awful. Gazing out toward the waves, she reached distractedly for a sandwich and took a bite. Dougie. So there was another patch of excitement and shouting from which Dougie somehow emerged without any real punishment, like always. Actually gonna stop because I don't want this to be very long. So I need to grab a bookmark. Okay? So I will see you later. Bye! And I can't wait to read this. Bye.